If you're looking for the best home coffee roaster, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on the features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Fresh Roast SR540 Coffee Roaster. The Fresh Roast SR540 turns raw coffee into a delicious, ready-to-brew batch of beans, and the whole process takes just 10 minutes. Simply turn a knob to select between 9 levels of heat and hit go. The item is easy to use, yet it comes with a few advanced features, like a real-time temperature reader and the ability to cool beans once they're finished roasting, depending on your coffee roasting needs. However, the size of the product might be a considerable drawback. It holds just 4 ounces coffee beans, which works great for personal use but may be a bit small if you want to roast a lot of beans at once. Aside from that, the Fresh Roast SR540 is highly reviewed, affordably priced, and a great way to upgrade your at-home coffee. Moving on to the next at number 2 with NUVO Eco Ceramic Handy Coffee Bean Roaster. NUVO's Ceramic Coffee Bean Roaster lets users make coffee via the old-school fire roasting process. All you have to do is place the item over a gas stove, campfire, or electric cooktop for an average of 15 minutes, though times do vary to produce richly roasted coffee beans. Be aware that it is not compatible with induction cooktops. However, the manual, handheld item can roast up to 70 grams of beans at once. This is a smaller capacity than most electric roasters, but still enough to brew several cups of coffee afterward. While the grip does protect your hands, it's wise to wear gloves while using. The hot roaster should not be placed on a cold surface or immersed in water. Even though it's a serious tool, the item is attractive enough to use as a decor item when it's not roasting beans, so you can leave it on display rather than hiding it in the pantry. Plus, it comes at a budget price. The number 3 position is held by JIAWANSHUN Coffee Roaster Machine. Sleek in design and affordable for many, the JIAWANSHUN electric coffee roaster has 2 different models for you to choose from. 110 or 200. It has a non-stick chassis, making it simple and hassle-free to clean. Where roasting power is concerned, it's able to hold a little over 1 pound of coffee per roast, as well as roast anywhere between 212 to 464 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 to 240 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, the roaster's adjustable temperature controls are only measured in Celsius, but this is something you'll adjust to in no time. Additionally, the JIAWANSHUN also has automatic constant temperature heating to ensure your coffee beans are roasted equally and adequately. Not only is it great for roasting coffee, but it's also fantastic for popping popcorn, roasting peanuts, and more. Next at number 4 we have Nesco 4818-12 Classic Roaster Oven. Harness the power of advanced coffee roasters without the professional price tag. Mind you, with this behemoth from Nesco, it's rocking 1,425 watts of power and holds up to 18 quarts, so it could crisp up your Thanksgiving turkey as easily as it roasts your coffee beans. It can handle serious heat up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can tinker with your roasting recipes in endless ways as you pursue the perfect cup of coffee. This electric model has a large footprint and needs plenty of room on the counter, with its moderate price tag and powerful, flexible roasting options. It's a good choice if you're roasting large amounts of coffee frequently and want some leeway in the quantity and quality of your roasted beans. The number 5 position is held by KALDI Coffee Bean Roasting Net. You don't necessarily need an expensive roaster to up your coffee experience, and the KALDI Coffee Bean Roasting Net proves it. It may not look like much on the surface, resembling the small kitchen strainer you have banging around in a drawer, but this little manual roaster could become the most valuable tool in your coffee gear arsenal. For best results, pour about 50 grams, or 1.8 ounces, of beans into the stainless steel wired mesh, a perfect option for small capacity coffee lovers. And as you roast the beans over a burner flame, the long wooden handle blocks the heat and keeps you safe. The number 6 position is dominated by KALDI Wide Home Coffee Roaster. The KALDI Wide Size 300 home coffee roaster has a motor to keep your beans rotating while they're being heated over an external gas burner. This roaster comes with all the tools you'll need. This includes the body of the roaster, along with a thermometer, hopper, probe, rod, chaff holder, and volt adapter. The only real issue with this model is that the chaff stays with the beans, which affects the taste. The chaff causes a more bitter and less enjoyable taste. All in all, We think this is the best home coffee roaster you can buy this year. Moving on to the next at number 7 with JIAWANSHUN Household Coffee Bean Roaster. The JIAWANSHUN Household Coffee Bean Roaster has easily adjustable temperature controls that automatically keep the roasting temperature constant. Though it's not a deal breaker, it is worth noting that this roaster measures temperature in Celsius only. You will need to figure out the correct settings if you use the Fahrenheit measurements. It runs a little on the hot side, so be sure to watch closely until you find the temperature that's right for you. Coffee beans tend to smoke as the oil pockets erupt, giving your beans their unique flavor. This unit doesn't have a fan of any sort, so make sure you use it in a place that has proper ventilation. Even with the oils produced during the roast, this model is very quick and easy to clean. The number 8 position is held by KALDI Mini Home Coffee Roaster. The KALDI Mini Size Home Coffee Roaster is perfect for those who want a small, portable bean roaster without all the thrills. It will produce 7 to 8 ounces of coffee beans that are roasted to your tastes. It uses the direct heat from an external gas burner to roast your coffee beans. Unfortunately, the gas burner doesn't come with the roaster. It does include a thermometer. Though it doesn't give exact temperatures, it will provide you with an estimated level of the overall heat. You will need to watch your beans closely to achieve the roast you love. This unit can be purchased with only the body and thermometer. You also have the option to get a sampler and hopper thrown in for an extra few bucks. Next at number 9 we have Mifsun Coffee Roaster. The Mifsun Home Coffee Roaster machine will roast about 26 ounces of coffee beans to perfection by using automatic temperature controls to keep the heat even. An arm rotates clockwise to keep the beans moving for even heating. One great thing about this product is that it can be used to roast things other than coffee beans. It works well with all kinds of nuts. It's also easy to clean. We noticed that the instructions were written in very poor English and difficult to understand. It works well, but it has no timer to let you know when you are approaching the first or second crack stages. You have to watch the beans closely to see that they reach the stage you want, but don't roast too long. Use this bean roaster in a well-ventilated area, because it tends to smoke during the roasting process. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by BEHMOR 5400 Drum Coffee Roasters. The BEHMOR 5400 customizable drum coffee roaster is controlled by a thermostat to give off even heat when roasting up to 1 pound of coffee beans per batch, about 3/4 of the way through the roasting cycle. The roaster automatically switches into the cooling mode, unless you hit the start button to keep the heating element hot. This bean roaster doesn't get too hot if you want to get a deeper roast and a light roast. Preheat the roaster and observe it to hit the right button at the right time and keep your beans roasting longer. As previously stated, this unit automatically switches to the cool down mode about 3/4 of the way through the roasting cycle. Even though the roaster enters the cooling cycle, the heating elements don't always turn off automatically. That's just another reason you'll need to watch your beans closely the entire time they're being roasted. That's all for today. We upload house product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.